Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Right, now we've just taken this part exchange in this morning. Here we have a Mazda MX-5 RF. So this is the retractable roof. Now this is an automatic presented in Arctic white with the Napa leather interior. And this is the GT model. Okay, so this has got the benefit of the reverse camera. The Napa leather was something that came with the GT. The Scuff Plates. And this also has the safety pack, which I'll go through in more detail when we get inside the vehicle. Now, with all our cars, I always like to give a bit of background on the vehicles. Now, this particular car, like about 70% of our stock, the cars that we've either sold new and serviced, or, you know, they've been bought elsewhere and we've always looked after the car. So about 70% are part exchange. And we sold this car brand new to the previous owner. I think it's the second car she's had from ourselves. She's a huge MX5 fan, and she brought the car into us in this condition, clean. So my valet was very, very happy. She had a long list of cars to do today. There was one less to do, and it's in really lovely condition. She really is a car enthusiast, and I think a lot of MX5 owners are. And the car is in beautiful condition, it really is. Now, apart from maybe a small nick on an alloy wheel, there is absolutely nothing to do to this car at all. So that I'll tend to. The car has done about 11,700 miles, and it was last serviced, I believe it was serviced in December. Okay, so apart from a nick on an alloy, which I'll do, we'll give it a valet. The car is ready to go. So the GT model has the safety pack as well. So you've got blind spot monitoring, lane departure, high beam control. This has got keyless entry like the Sports do. You've got that very nice sort of piano black boot spoiler, which I think lends very well, not just to the car, but the colour combination. I am a fan of Arctic white, because I think it looks great, you know, very good on this, especially with the contrast. And also, it's very easy to touch in if you do get a stone chip. And you've got these lovely sort of gunmetal wheels, and yeah, very, very nice. Now, let's go into the boot. Now, for those of you who don't know, the retractable hardtop sits in this down position now. It doesn't ever interfere with the boot. Okay. So that's it with the hood down, and that will not change when the hood is up. So, you know, that's a relatively large boot. I mean, I could live with that boot. My dog wouldn't like it, but you could get two large soft bags. You know, as I say, you know, my weekly shop would probably fit in there. So yeah, relatively big, and I say it doesn't interfere. The roof won't interfere with the boot space like a lot of hardtop convertibles. Once that hood's down, it really does impede on that space. I think my dog would like it up, would be sitting here up front with his seatbelt on, enjoying the ride and the fresh air. He'd really like it up front here. Now, this leather is slightly softer. They call this Napa leather. Slightly softer. I like black leather, but I do like the different colours. It breaks things up a bit. These seats have got the speakers in the headrests. It's the Bose system, so it's fantastic. And with the speakers in the headrest, it means you can receive a call, make a call without sort of the whole world hearing it. And also you can listen to your music when the hood's down, and you don't have to have it really sort of ramped up, the volume ramped up, to hear your music. Scuff plates there. Fun enough, the lady specified them on her new car. You've got your cup holders there and there, but you can take one of them out and put it there, which I normally use as a phone holder. You've got the multimedia commander. I'll show you how that works in a minute. And you've got this beautiful 6-speed gearbox, and it's not like a semi-auto or a how can I say this, a non-traditional auto gearbox, which can be a bit jerky and lurch around and roll back on hills. It's a traditional gearbox in terms of it's seamless in its gear changes and doesn't roll back, but it's 6-speed, it's very fast shifting, and you've got the paddles on the steering wheel as well if you want to, you know, drive it manually. Personally, myself, I wouldn't, because I think it changes gears quick enough. You've got this little cubby hole here where the air fresheners, I've put the air fresheners away. They look brand new. They were on that stalk, but I put them away because of for the photographs, but I'll put them back in there. But you've got that little cubby hole there. Now, the reason that there's no glove box, like on the previous cars, is they've relocated it here. Reason being, they've had to bring the seats quite forward to maintain 50-50 weight distribution, which is arguably the recipe of a true sports car. I say arguably because there are some sports cars with engines in the back, and in the traditional sense, I think they say engine up at front, rear wheel drive, 50-50 weight distribution, like a lot of the old British, Italian sports cars. So a lot of emphasis has been put on weight distribution, hence the relocation of the glove box. Yes, right, so you've got LED lights, and they are, even though they're very small, they are incredibly effective, and they are adaptive as well, so they sort of turn as you turn, and they've got the auto high beam control function as well. So this is the car with the hood down, and let me show you how this operates. Now, this little display on the binnacle has made things very easy. So if you look at the left display, now I'm going to start the car. So, just to note, there's 2 keys for the car. You put your foot on the brake, and the car recognises the keys are in the car, so this lights up green. Press the button, steering lock releases, and the car fires up into life. So there we go, there's the mileage, 11,770 miles, and this has got a full T.W White Sons, so the supplying dealer service history. So thank you very much, if you're watching the video, for coming back to us, and I hope you enjoy your new car. Now, you have temperature gauge, fuel gauge, rev counter in the middle. This will give you gears here if you want to drive it manually, and the speedo on the right. So back to the roof operation. Look at the left binnacle. Now, just to confuse things, up is down, down is up. So if I push the switch down, now if you look on that left binnacle, that is the exact progress of the roof operation, okay? So you don't have to sort of turn your neck. Operation complete. Now that'll give you enough time at a traffic light. I wouldn't do that because I'd probably get anxiety and people start hooting, and you don't want to drive away if the hood half up. But there you go, that's what she looks like with the roof up. So very, very, very handsome indeed. Okay, let's get back in the car. Okay, so where should we start? So I'm going to turn the heating down a little bit. So you've got air conditioning, climate control, you've got heated seats. I would say the recipe for a fantastic drive out, a nice crisp morning, whether it be winter morning, summer morning, put the heated seats on, heater on, and go for a good drive, you know, enjoy the exhaust note, handling of the vehicle. You don't have to drive like a hooligan to enjoy a car like this. Really enjoyable. Come and have a drive, see for yourself. So 3-stage heated seats. You've got USBs here for charging and for reading data. You've got the SD card reader there. Okay. So you've got apps in here. Fuel economy monitor. In fact, I'm curious of that. Let's have a look and see. average since reset 35.2. This has got IE loop, this car, so it's like a mild hybrid system. When you're slowing down at traffic lights and braking, it will charge this capacitor here. So at the moment it's got 1 bar charge, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. So if I was to drive and when I'm slowing down and braking, it will charge this capacitor, which will then run things like the heating, the radio, etc. Puts less drag on the engine, therefore less emissions, and less emissions means less fuel consumption, which means, you know, you're saving money. And with the skyrocketing fuel prices, I think that's very important. Now, our customer actually lives in a very built-up area. Now, she lived, I think she lives in, like it's East London, E4 postcode. Therefore, the driving that she's probably been doing is you know, built up, hence the automatic. But I've had these cars as company cars, etc. You will get well into the 40 mile per gallon. They are actually very, very frugal. So, you know, very slow sort of inner city driving, 35.2 is really excellent. And this is the 184 PS car, so it's got the higher rev limit. The earlier 2 litres, it wasn't quite as high as that, I don't think. I think that's where they've got the extra power. Okay, so let's go back to this. Now, on this app page, you can actually upgrade this to have CarPlay. So the car that the lady took away today would have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto here in grey. So once you plug it in, plug your phone in through the USB socket, I'm filming on an Apple phone at the moment, so if I plug that in, I can have Apple CarPlay, and my actual personal phone is an Android. I'd have Android Auto, then I can access and navigate my apps, and then I can also use, you know, a navigation system of my choice, so Google Maps, Waze. I think there's a lot more other ones out there as well. But the car does have its built-in sat nav. Now, to upgrade that, in case you're curious, it's £300. That's parts, labour, and VAT. Now, on the entertainment page, you have your traditional FM, AM, DAB. Now, soon to be traditional, I suppose. You've got your Bluetooth, so you can stream through Bluetooth, and then you've got your USBs. AHA Stitcher are apps. Okay, I've never used them. DAB keeps me entertained. Okay, and as you can see, the previous owner was a sports fan, and we've got some cricket on today. I believe we've also got some rugby as well. Ireland, Scotland, I think it is. So you can listen to Talk Sport with digital quality. Communication, so once your phone is paired up, you've got all the benefits of your call lists, receive call, dial calls, missed calls, and if you have an Android phone, it will also read your text messages to you. Navigation, it's a very comprehensive sat nav. In fact, I normally use this rather than the CarPlay one. Put the postcode in, off you go. And I've used this, I've actually driven this system to the Tatra Mountains, which is south of Poland, to a place called Zakopane, and it never let me down, and it's dead easy to use. Brilliant, really, really good. So we've got that there. One thing I found very useful when touring, if you don't know the area and you need to find a fuel station. Now, this is quite topical at the moment because fuel is only going up in price, and I've seen lots of variations of fuel. And see here, there's no fuel price mentioned, but the garage company, the direction and the distance. Now, you can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car is connected to the internet. It will also come up with fuel prices. And then you'll get live traffic updates, etc, etc. Okay, so moving on to settings. You've got display settings, you can turn this off, etc, change the contrast. Safety settings, so car's got smart city braking. So if I was in traffic and I was giving the car no driver input, I wasn't turning, braking, accelerating, and I don't know, I got distracted, I was looking out the window, and my car rolls and it got too close to the car in front, the car in front had stopped, say, the car would apply its brakes. This is when you're doing under 20 miles an hour, it will apply its brakes. Now, this is something that you'll see on more and more cars, because a lot of accidents, statistically, happen at very low speed in those sort of circumstances. And the great thing is, that should be recognised by insurers, should reflect in your insurance group and your insurance premium. You've got blind spot monitoring, so in each wing mirror will light up should someone overtake you or undertake you, okay? And that's particularly useful when you do have blind spots, because the more beautiful the car, the more blind spots you get. That's my theory anyway. You've got lane departure warning system, okay? So if you were to veer out of a lane without indicating, so if you were to move lanes, switch lanes without indicating, the car may think you didn't intend to do that, so it shall warn you. All right, you can change the warnings, often medium, rare, beep or rumble, beep volume, etc. So all good stuff, but you can turn it all off if you think it's too intrusive. It'll also recognise traffic signs and driver attention alert. I'm going to switch that on. There is a device in this car, a form of camera, that will monitor your facial expressions, and this does work when you're feeling a little bit lethargic, fatigued, sorry, when you're feeling fatigued, it'll come up, take a break. I think a little coffee sign comes up, take a break, and you sort of think, how did they know I was thinking of stopping now and taking a break? So a little reminder there for you. So another great thing, but you can switch it all off. Sound system's amazing, I've mentioned it earlier. Come and try your favourite track. Clock's GPS synced, so you can't get any more accurate than that. You've got some nice lighting features, coming home lights, leaving home lights to give you safe passage to the car, to home. Door locking, it's got smart keyless entry. There we go, walk away locks ticked. So when you walk away from the car with the keys on your person, the car will lock itself. So all good stuff. Okay. Now, obviously we are a Mazda dealer. This car will come with a 12-month Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which is the follow-on warranty from the manufacturers. This car is incredibly well spec'd. It is very rare. If you're looking at this, you'll know how rare this car is. The automatic transmission and the spec. I think this is the first 184 auto we've had in part exchange. There aren't a huge amount of automatics sold because of the type of car it is, which makes it super rare, and it's always lovely to be offering a car that we've sold and we've always serviced and we knew the previous owner, etc, etc. I think that's really important. The car is in lovely condition. It's belonged to an enthusiast, and I wish it to go on to another enthusiast. So if there's anything more you'd like to know about the vehicle, if you'd like any more specific photographs or videos or any information on the car, please don't hesitate to ask. Really, it's no bother. And also, try us at any time of day. Obviously, we're open normal business hours, 7 days a week, 8:30 till 6:30, Monday to Friday, 8:30 till 6 on a Saturday, and Sunday hours, 10 till 4 on a Sunday. But should you give us a call, leave us a voicemail if it's out of business hours, we will endeavour to come back to you as soon as possible. Alternatively, drop us an email. So I've covered the warranty. We've got great finance facilities, and we've got the facility to extend warranties, and part exchange is extremely welcome. We want your part exchanges. There's a lot of adverts out there. Every time I turn the radio on, TV on, you know, give us your reg number, we'll get you a better price, we'll do this, we'll do that. Please do all that, get the price, get an idea of what your car's worth, but then give us a call. You will get the best deal part exchanging, and we want you to have a seamless, enjoyable experience purchasing your car. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope it's informative. Please do study the photos. The car is beautiful, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.